Rest fever. Swedish. The restless race of the traveler's heart before the journey begins, when anxiety and anticipation are entangled. As I packed my bags, my rest fever surged at full throttle, elevating the smallest decisions into epoch-making significance. The choice between sneakers or flats was lent gravity, usually reserved for matters of national security.
I won't sleep tonight. I'm too nervous.
That's just rest fever.
It's what?
Rest fever, a Swedish word. It's when you're about to travel and you're anxious but excited about the journey ahead.
Oh, nice to know I'm not alone.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
Buonasera, madam. Welcome to the Ramada Venice.
Hello. I have a reservation for 3 nights under the name of Jovana Fey with a G.
Thank you. Madam, I'm afraid your booking was cancelled.
That's not possible. Is your manager here?
That's me. Perhaps you need to make a call.
This is Alec.
Alec, it's Jovana. I just want to check in at the Ramada Venice, and the reservation was cancelled. Do you know what's happening?
Amber,
What?
tell me you rang Jovana Fey.
I told you I called her and I left a message.
She said you called and left her a message.
That's impossible. I don't use Message Bank.
She said she doesn't use Message Bank.
Jovana is the Bengali refugee, right?
No, Amber, that's you, Lodson. I should have called you myself. And I've been so busy packing that I forgot to chase you up.
Packing? Alec, you're scaring me. What was the message?
Jovana, I've gone bankrupt.
What?
When we agreed to publish your book, we were already on thin ice. But we were hoping the tides would turn, but it never happened. We're finished. I'm sorry.
Alec, my novel was released yesterday. I've just arrived in Venice. I have a 3-week tour ahead to publicize this damn thing across Europe, and you're telling me this now? What are you doing? Are you typing? Speak to me.
I'm sending you an email. All rights to don't read this on a plane have reverted to you, effective immediately. The bookstores at which you'll be speaking have already bought and received their copies. It's your decision whether to reprint, whether through a vanity press or a different publisher or online. All your hotel bookings have been cancelled because they were payable upon check-in, but we did pre-purchase your flights, so you can still do the tour if you like. You just have to pay for your own taxi, food, accommodation, promotion, insurance, communications, and miscellaneous expenses. Oh, the Greeks did insist on upfront payment for your driver. Nothing like a collapsed economy to spark a bit of entrepreneurial spirit.
Alec, I don't have a cent to my name. What use is a bunch of flights?
What about your husband? Doesn't he work on an oil rig? Those guys bring home the bacon.
He took a pay cut to keep his job. He can barely afford his share of rent.
Jovana, I apologize profusely. Maybe this is for the best, huh?
I am stranded and penniless, Alec. So, how could this possibly be for the best?
Kasi ka fender le sare puri serre comme yobata ko menen fofu dépend comme en Sénégal ni ala junde kalisan caga sa hola tinan wadu ko falda ko mi halima nem
Jovana Fey.
il faut tun jentuda ko be haala ko mi nani ko il faut tun jentuda ma wata fi dum do mi tampi fi halka minni o to wayda lando ran kalis le sare no seri ko be yobata ko
It is possible.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No, it's impossible. If we don't know what dark matter is, how can we picture it?
Okay, think about it like this. Think of a man blind from birth, right? He knows that he's blind, but he has no concept of what sight actually is. Is it like hearing, taste, touch, balance, or temperature, right? Then one day, he undergoes a revolutionary form of optical surgery. They take off the bandages, and just like that, he can see the world. And sight, the perception of shapes, colours, patterns, and textures is like nothing he could ever have imagined. That's how dark matter will be to us. We know that it's everywhere, we can detect its gravitational effects, yet we can't observe it. And one day, in the near future, we'll unlock its mystery, and then we will be like the blind man who can finally see.
Or it's a parallel reality, a civilization more evolved than us, and they are watching us masturbate.
Excuse me, have you finished with the gym?
Wheels.
Are you enjoying comfy bed hostel?
My back has had better days, but I hope they spike the gym with aspirin.
Yeah, last time I was mofing, I slept on a yoga mat on the floor. That was more comfy than here.
Mofing?
MOAF, M-O-A-F. It means mattress on the floor. It's a network of travelers who let you crash for free. Sometimes you get a couch, sometimes a hammock.
Sometimes even a bed.
Ciao, Jovana.
Oh, ciao, Adamo.
Lovely to meet you finally.
Oh, likewise.
How was the hotel? You stayed at the Ramada, if I recall.
Yes.
Living the dream. Come on, let's go. I'll leave it there.
Breeding with the faraway tribe brings healthier offspring, she knows subconsciously. My low-cut top seals the deal. We barely shot a word before our mouths lock, grinding thigh to crotch. I take your hand, lead her through a gyrating throng, past security, past double-stacked beer barrels and broken blue milk crates.
You need to turn left at Kelly Lunga. You've crossed the wrong bridge. You need to turn left. Shh. Hey, I've got to go. Figure it out.
Grass wet with midnight dew. Her breath mist shines yellow in the highway lamps. The playground's primary-colored parrot ship glows in a starry vodka haze. My fingers wet. She half protests. As I take a breather from licking an 18-year-old girl's ass and pussy in a dimly lit quadrangle, I glance down and notice the freshly chalked squares of a hopscotch court. Grazie.
And with a straight face, the guide said, "For your information, madame."
I hear that 10 times a day.
Wow, people need some fresh impressionism jokes.
Tesoro, basta adesso.
Ma non sono ubriaca.
La nostra ospite è in imbarazzo.
Secondo me sei tu in imbarazzo.
No, per favore, non adesso.
Quanto rompi le palle, Dio mio. Sei così noioso. Io avrei dovuto sposare Pablo perché lui sa come divertirsi.
Dai, andiamo. There's plenty of food in the fridge. Dai.
Buonanotte.
Make yourselves at home. Buonanotte.
Buonanotte. Thank you so much for having me.
Non mentionate. Hai rotto i maroni con Pablo. Certo che sono geloso di Pablo, magari. Lascia stare Pablo.
Oui, allô?
Hi, Jovana. It's Xenia from the Beehive bookstore, calling from Oradea, Romania. Do you have a moment to talk?
Yeah, sure. Hi.
Oh, I just realized I didn't check the time there. Is it late?
It's midnight here in Venice.
Venice Beach, California, right?
Italy.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. For some reason, I thought you were in LA. I'll call you another time.
No, it's okay. I was still awake.
Okay, I'll keep it brief. I wanted to confirm your reading at the Beehive bookstore here in Oradea on the 28th of this month. I'd like to publicize it in advance.
Yeah, that's locked in.
Great. I'll leave you to sleep then.
While I have you, what type of publicity were you thinking?
Some online magazines, but mostly radio, if that's okay.
Sounds good.
Excellent. You have a beautiful voice, so that would be perfect.
Oh, you think so?
Definitely. It's mellifluous.
You know, mellifluous is my all-time favorite English word, but it's not well known.
I know. I used to love serendipity before strippers started tattooing it on their ankles.
That's true. Another nice word is petrichor.
Oh my god. Yes. The earthy scent of rain falling on dry soil.
Oh my God, you're the first person I've met to know that. Not that we've met, but you know what I mean?
Am I really the first?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Jovana, I'm keeping you up. Thank you for confirming the reading. If you have any other questions, just call.
Perfect. Thanks, Ksenia. Good night.
Ciao.
Django Reinhardt invented hip-hop 50 years before it officially happened in the Bronx. But there are no recordings. These French jazz guys would improvise on the guitar, violin, a clarinet, and then the drummer would break into a solo. And then, as legend would have it, they take turns improvising rhymes. We'd now call that rapping, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. But the reason why they never thought to record it, can you guess?
I don't know.
To them, they were only joking around. Think of that for a second. A multi-billion-dollar industry spanning decades with worldwide reach could have started 50 years earlier on the other side of the world if only one guy pressed the button. But they didn't know it was music.
They didn't know it was music. Sorry, I'm not being rude. I'm just gonna take a note of that.
Are you a writer or something?
Trying to be.
Ever published?
3 novels.
Wow! And you're hitching through the rough, tough streets of Italy?
Yeah.
Honey, let me tell you something. It was my dream as a kid to drive a truck. All the boys wanted to be footballers, the girls wanted to be ballerinas. But when I saw these big shiny beasts driving by my school, I'd fantasize about being behind the wheel, the road ahead, and 10 tons behind me. And look at me now. I'm living the dream.
You really are.
You got him right, I am. So, let's have some jazz, baby. Woo!
Indian man, frostbitten, with crimson cheeks and cracked lips, held a single thread of gnarled string attached to an upturned piano. He stared at it in frustration. Clearly, the piano was an ineffective kite. The credits rolled as I cracked up laughing, the others clapping in perplexed politeness. The Q&A was awkward. As Esme stood blinded in the spotlight, I stared at her knee-high boots and the cheeky hint of thigh they revealed. I raised my hand. "What was your inspiration?" I asked. "Good question," she lied. I recognized that look, the prolonged eye contact, dilated pupils. I knew I'd soon gaze upon them somewhere more comfortable. Her flatmate watching TV in the next room, superheroes shaking walls with subwoofers, conveniently disguising the ebbs and flows of two girls making getting to know you sounds amongst ruffled sheets, the rough threads of exposed mattress, and the sickly sweet cocktail of girl sweat and insufficient air conditioning. The ineffective kite was one effective lure.
Thank you so much, Jovana. Does anyone have any questions? Yes? Thank you so much, Jovana.
You're welcome.
The girl with the red headband asked me to give you this. Are you off to your hotel now?
Yes, the Ramada.
There is a Ramada in Porto.
It's new.
But nobody cares if you're not. But if you confess in Eastern Shigishwara that you don't believe in God, it's like saying you don't believe in gravity or something.
Sorry, do you mind if I take this?
Of course. No, sure.
Alec?
Jovana, look, there's something you should know. In today's Luxembourg Daily News, there was an article about a woman reading your book on a Luxair flight. She was questioned by security when she touched down.
Yeah. And then what?
Well, nothing. It turned out to be just a book, so they let her go. But I thought it was great publicity for you.
Thanks for letting me know, but I doubt the Luxembourg press will raise its profile much. Which language was it in?
What language? Amber, what language was that article in?
Luxembourgish.
Luxembourgish.
Right.
Per capita, Luxembourgians are the second richest people in the world, second only to Qatar. I dare say they can afford your book, Jovana.
That's not the issue. A book is hardly a Rolex.
Granted, but expense is less of a barrier than ignorance, or dare I say, apathy. This is publicity. This is a good start.
Anyway, I've got to run.
Oh, okay. Ciao for now, Jovana.
Ciao.
Thank you. Sonny, thanks, Mike.
So, Jovana, you mentioned your husband was an oil rig worker, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you cope with him being away so often?
The hardest thing is that the rig is very remote. So there's no cell phone reception. And only senior staff have internet, so usually we can chat on the satellite phone. But last week, the receiver was damaged in a storm, and the repairman only flies in next month. So I'll have crackly sounding husband for a while.
But otherwise, do you make it work?
Well, all things considered, it's the best arrangement I could hope for. He's on the rig for 28 days, and home for 28, and away for 28, and home for 28. It's not for everyone, but for us, it's perfect. Every time he returns, we jump each other. It's like he has been away for a year, and we barely leave the bedroom all day. For the next few weeks, we eat at cheap restaurants, snuggle up on the couch, buy olives at the market, holding hands like teenagers. And before he leaves, there's always that bittersweet sorrow. But the weeks go quickly, and soon we're together again. I don't know any other way to live.
Honey, I think that could work for us.
Irina, I agree. You need to find work on an oil rig.
Kitchen.
Hola, Rafael, it's Jovana. Can I please speak to Theo?
Hi, Theo. It's your lady.
Bonjour, baby doll.
Hola, mon amour.
Hey, babe, we're about to dish up. Can I call you back in about an hour?
It's okay, I'm about to sleep. I just wanted to hear your voice.
Hey, what's wrong? You sound a little down.
The bad news is Alec went out of business. But the good news is people are talking about the book in the press.
Hey, baby, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Mine's terrible. It's a goddamn satellite dish. How the hell can they charter a chopper for the repairman? Cheap bastards first they cut our pay and now this shit.
Theo, listen. The publisher went out of business. I'm running out of money very quickly, and you know we cannot get a credit card after the rent fiasco.
What? Baby, I can't hear. Can I call you back in an hour? I'm sorry.
I need to sleep anyway. We can try again soon.
Wait, what?
I said we... Fuck.
Jovana. Yeah.
T'avais une grande journée? Vous habitez dans le coin? Oui, allô?
Bonjour, Jovana?
Oui.
C'est Jackie de la librairie.
Oui, bonjour.
Je veux seulement confirmer que vous êtes bien en chemin.
Oui, tout à fait. Je vais arriver pour 10 heures.
Eh bien, c'est juste que c'est 10 heures maintenant, donc je voulais juste savoir à quelle distance vous êtes.
Quoi? C'est 10 heures maintenant? Mais je pensais qu'il était... Oh merde. Excusez-moi, c'est complètement ridicule. J'ai dû me tromper avec les fuseaux horaires. Écoutez, j'arrive le plus vite possible.
D'accord. Merci, Jovana. On se voit tout de suite.
Merci.
Alors, Jacques, c'est là?
Jovana.
Bonjour, bonjour, Jackie. Je suis désolée.
Ben, ça va, vous êtes ce qui compte. Ben, on est désolé, le taux de participation n'est pas très impressionnant.
Ok.
Mais vous écrivez en anglais et dans la région.
Oui, je comprends.
Vous voulez quand même faire la lecture?
Bah oui, c'est pour ça que je suis ici.
Génial. Laissez vos valises, je vais les prendre après. Faites
Oui,
attention.
Merci. Oh.
Asseyez-vous, mademoiselle.
Bonjour. Bon, j'imagine que c'est seulement vous et moi. Est-ce que vous voulez une lecture ou peut-être que vous préférez qu'on discute tout simplement?
Non, non, je préfère la lecture. Mais j'ai un petit souhait.
Ah oui?
Chapitre 56, s'il vous plaît.
Ah, ok. Laissez-moi voir c'est quoi 56. Ah. 56. Celui-là, vraiment? Vous voulez vraiment celui-là? Ok. Chapitre 56. Kia. The longest time I'd spent between meeting a girl for the first time and eating her pussy was 18 years. I met Catherine at school, but we didn't get together until we were 30. The shortest time was with Brie. It took seconds. We chatted online for weeks, and messages turned flirty, then dirty. Upon our earliest face-to-face meeting at my doorstep, we were kissing with frenzied passion before she laid down her purse. I took her hand, led her into my room, and before a single minute had passed, I lifted her skirt and plunged my tongue deep inside her dripping, wet cunt.
Ne vous arrêtez pas, s'il vous plaît.
What up, hungry homies? Theo and old Raphael here, busy cooking up the best Venice smoked mackerel. This side of Soho, leave us a message.
Oh, hi, Jovana. What a lovely surprise. How are you?
I'm well, thanks, Ksenia. My flight's delayed, so I thought I'd just run something by you. Do you have a moment?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, about the radio interview, I was wondering.
Yes?
Yes, I was wondering, what is the expected audience? Do they want short, snappy anecdotes or deep analysis?
A bit of both. Anyone who reads books, really.
Oh, great, okay. Also, I wanted to know,
Yes?
Okay, I confess, I just rang to talk, but that's socially unacceptable after about age 14, so I said the radio thing.
Oh, silly. You can ring me to talk.
Yeah? Really? You don't think that's awkward?
Not in the slightest. It's nice, actually. I can hear your mellifluous voice.
You know, when you said the other day that you liked my voice, I was too shy to return the compliment.
Sorry, Jovana, I've got to deal with something here. Can we chat later?
Oh, okay.
Enjoy your gallivanting.
Gallivanting? You know all the best words.
I really must go. Bye.
Okay, sure, yes, okay. inside an actual brick-and-mortar post office with a door and a queue and a randomly curated assortment of overpriced stuffed toys in red Christmas hats. In my early days as an aspiring writer, I'd post something to someone, somewhere, daily. I'd lick a small rectangle covered with sweet adhesive gum and attach it to a larger white rectangle. This ritual went unquestioned. A mere 2 decades later, it seems like something my great-grandmother would have done between milking a cow and sewing her own napkins. A woman next to me held a large cardboard box. She was top-heavy, like an improper fraction, with long burgundy hair and fingernails a shade that later learned was called profondo rosso. Her faint, cheeky smile was familiar, yet distant somehow, like viewing a Mona Lisa photocopy from across a smoky room. She had a pen. I asked if I could borrow it. That night, we ate Hokkien mee in Chinatown and drank 2-for-1 Tsingtao beers in a karaoke bar. The buzz of attraction adding zest to mass-market mouthwash. By midnight, we were like circus contortionists, devouring each other on the back seat of her Hello Kitty upholstered Daihatsu Mira, serenaded by Christmas songs on endless repeat on the Westfield car park. To this day, I can't smell Calvin Klein euphoria without Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer dashing through my head. Danke.
Cabby rolls down his window and yells, "Oi! No face! She's too fucking tall for ya!" Stimmt so.
Vielen Dank.
It's on me, pimps.
Oh, danke schön. Danke.
You're not having a beer, Francis.
No, I only drink beer in the shower.
What?
Hot water? Cold brew? Tight.
So, Jovana, in real life, do I? And drink Tsingtao beer? Or was that just fiction?
Are you really asking me about beer?
Okay, your turn. Pick a country.
Let's see. The Dominican Republic.
Nice. Now pick a kitchen utensil.
Salt shaker.
Perfect. The Dominican salt shaker.
Okay, but how do you do it?
Ooh, okay, let's see. Maybe you come in her ass and then shake dandruff on her face.
Country.
Bulgaria.
Kitchen utensil.
Spatula.
The Bulgarian spatula.
Thank you so much, Francis, for the lift and for taking care of the bill.
No
Really.
problem.
Come on. What are you doing? Come on. No. What the fuck?
And that's a tour. Remote controls are over there. You seem smart. I'm pretty sure you can work them out. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you're afraid of dogs, I assure you Tom's less dangerous than a kitchen sponge. Eat whatever's in the fridge. There's a heap of frozen meals in the freezer. Just help yourself.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Come on, don't be silly. I get them delivered. There's always too many, so I end up giving half to the homeless. There's a well-stacked bookshelf upstairs. And feel free to open a bottle of wine. Maybe accept the Mary Symphony, a gift from our dear friend Roger. That's about it. I gotta run. I'll probably be back in the wee hours. So make yourself at home and call me if there's a problem.
Thank you.
Tschüssi.
Up next, we'll chat to pop superstar Kiki about her debut novel, A Star Shines Bright, which has already sold 1 million copies. Here's a sneak peek.
I believe destiny is where you end up if you follow your heart. So dream big and see where the universe takes you.
Good morning, Jovana. How did you sleep?
Oh, like a baby. And Tommy kept me company again.
Funny you say that, Jovana. No, you've been the perfect guest these past few days. So, how would you feel about staying longer?
Staying longer?
I'm flying to Reykjavik for 3 months tomorrow. Tommy doesn't like many people, but he's really taken to you. I was planning to drop him off at the doggy hotel, but if you like, I could pay you to dog sit. What do you say?
Here for 3 months?
Correct.
And you'll pay me?
Well, it won't pay much, but enough to cover your rent in Paris. So you break even at least.
It's a very generous offer, Harry. But I have to catch a flight to Budapest today.
You're welcome to have a coffee in the green room or listen in on the preceding presentations. But I warn you, they might sound a tad bookish, and some are in Hungarian.
Oh, it's okay. I'll listen in. Maybe I'll learn something.
Okay, great.
A Mizana Bimra, Kiki Everyday and Night című alkotásában láthatunk. Itt a rekurzió a selfie-ben. Az előadó saját magát filmezi, miközben énekel.
Gibson élénk leírásmódja a fekete-fehér. Novellába ágyazott filmről lebontott formában mutatja be az ekfrázist, míg a mellékszereplők saját értelmezésüket állítják fel róla.
The epistemology that informs phenomenological methodology must be either objectivism or constructivism. Epistemology studies the nature, creation, and dissemination of knowledge.
Before we get started, I have to confess what I was doing during the last presentation. I was looking up a few words from the topic, namely autoethnography, constructivism, epistemology, hermeneutic, and phenomenology. Either Hungarians are really smart, or I'm the victim of a hidden camera prank.
Taxi driver sticks his head out the window and yells, "Hoi, knob face! She's too fucking dull for ya!"
Right. It's that type of absurdism you would expect from Murakami.
Though with fewer talking cats.
Legyen 15 000 fejenként.
Na igen. If you don't have foreign, he can give me 30 euros.
Right, so where are we going? Should we hit the Buddha bar?
No, too many wannabe porn stars. How about tuk-tuk? Do you like cocktails, Jovana?
Actually, I think I must get back to my hotel. I have a lot to organize before I fly tomorrow. Yeah, but it's been great to meet you all, really. And thank you, Eva. Stay in touch.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Have fun.
Thank you.
Third book published. You are generating great publicity through a genius marketing strategy, and you're on an international tour which will take you here to beautiful Oradea. It all sounds very exciting. Can you describe for us your typical day on the road?
It's every writer's dream, husband. Each morning I eat black caviar for breakfast, bathe in sparkling Perrier, and have my personal sculptor carve dolphins from a cube of Greenlandic ice. No, it's true. I don't even know what you look like.
Does that matter?
That's uneven. You know what I look like because I'm on the back of the book. But I googled you and there's a million women with your name.
It's a common name, but why would you care how I look anyway?
What, are you some kind of monster? Doesn't matter. I'm really looking forward to meeting you. Even if you do look like Shrek.
And then he said, "Where is my fish?"
Kitchen. Hola, mon amour. Oh, baby cakes, how are you?
Theo, I need your help. I need money.
Oh, no. This phone's still a piece of shit. What? What? How's the tour?
Alec went bankrupt. I've been trying to tell you, but the phone keeps cutting out. I've been hitchhiking everywhere. Strangers' mattresses.
Baby, did you say strangers' mattresses?
Do we have anything in the bank? Somehow, somewhere?
Hey. Why can't they fix this fucking phone, dude? I don't understand. Baby, what? Hello? Jovana.
Throwing the phone will not fix the problem.
If I can't throw the phone, I'll throw you. How's that?
Throwing me will hurt your shoulder. Try this. Better?
A little. Thank you.
What up, hungry homies? Theo and old Raphael here, busy cooking up the best unsmoked mackerel this side of Soho. Leave us a message.
Hi, it's me. It cut out again like it does every fucking time. If you somehow receive this message, can you try to call me back? Bribe your boss to use the internet. I know we don't have any savings, but maybe your work can give you an advance or something? Let me know, okay? Je t'aime.
Here is 20 euro. It's not much. You maybe buy little bit food.
No, I couldn't possibly.
Please, I have job. Take.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Katya and I had a last weekend in a hotel in Budapest. Only a twin room was available, so we pushed 2 beds together. As I felt myself slipping between mattresses, Katya narrated the scene. Her lover falling down a huge crevasse, necessitating a search party of specially trained sniffer dogs raised from birth to descend the slippery slopes of crisp white linen. Too lazy to do dishes, we ate crunchy nut cornflakes from cups. Katya went to make coffee and returned to find me hugging a pillow. She stood there, naked, French press in hand, and feigned admonishment. I'm gone 5 minutes and you've already found someone else? Sunrise, and she woke me with her tongue between my legs. When we finally spoke, I asked, "Is that how you always say good morning?" She replied, "Yes, it can be awkward when I bump into friends on the bus." Katya found a job as an in-house topographer in an agency in Dublin. I said goodbye at the departure lounge, clutching an overpriced caramel latte. I said, "Don't be a stranger." She kissed my hand, winked, and disappeared through customs. I went home, watched Dirty Dancing, and ate cereal from a mug. Evkaristo.
Thank you, Jovana. That was very enjoyable. I have many comments, but I will open it to the floor. Anyone have a question? Yes?
Yes. Hello, Jovana. I'm Elias from the Travelling Book Buff. I'm pretty sure that you've heard of my channel before. No? Really? Oh, okay. Well, I just have one question for you. That's, is your book autobiographical?
We are maybe getting a little personal there. Jovana?
American Psycho got inside the mind of a serial killer, but do you think Bret Easton Ellis actually chopped up women with an axe? Let me just say I'm happily married.
Well, that's a very smart way of dodging a question, but I find it very disingenuous to mislead your readers.
That's enough.
My followers need to know.
Sir, you're being disruptive. I think you should leave.
This is censorship, seriously.
Να σου πω να το βγάλω έξω, να το πετάξω από το κρέμο καλύτερα. Τι censorship, μωρέ μαλάκα. Δεν σέβεσαι τίποτα. Τι θες τώρα, τι θες, να παίξουμε μπουνιές, έλα, εξαφανίσου.
I don't speak Greek, but I kind of get your point, yeah?
Μπράβο, είσαι πολύ έξυπνος. Άντε.
Jovana, I'm just saying I'm never going to model for Calvin Klein like Tiny Banderas over here, but I'm going to front my videos, not hide behind a facade.
Μπράβο, έλα, πάρ' το πουλο τώρα. Πάμε, άντε.
My apologies, everybody. Yes, have the bag there.
Silence is your enemy.
You could cut the tension with a knife. So the question remains, did Jovana Fey sleep with 100 women?
Okay, the big old elephant in the room. Did I sleep with all those women? Ooh, it's that time I've got a friend to meet.
Silence is your friend. Silence is your enemy.
Sorry about the mattress. We had a foam one, but the dog pissed on it. There.
You have a dog?
No. Sorry to pry, but are you an author?
Yes.
I didn't suppose you wrote a book called Don't Read This in the Air.
Don't read this on a plane.
I thought so. I watched a review of it today. So your face is familiar.
Good to know.
So is it true?
Is what true?
That you,
That I...
that you're, intentionally being controversial. To, Ρε μωρό, πώς το λένε αυτό όταν κάποιος πάει και κυνηγάει τη δημοσιότητα?
Court publicity.
Ναι. To court publicity. Is it true?
You mean, is it autobiographical?
Nah, I don't care about the sexist stuff. Come on! What year is this? 1955? But apparently, there's a bit in the book that's designed to get someone arrested if they read it on a plane.
It's just a joke. Nobody would take it seriously, surely.
Whatever helps you sleep at nights. Anyway, bathroom's here. I'll show you the trick with the tap.
Oui, allô?
Jovana, this is Alec. Have you heard the news? It's happened again, only this time in the States. This could be the big breakthrough.
What news?
I'm sending you the link. Have a look.
Just woke up. Can you read it to me?
Okay. So the headline is Woman Questioned for Reading Book on Plane. A woman on a JetBlue flight from Atlanta to Denver was met by anti-terrorism officials upon disembarking. Sources indicate she was reading a book titled Don't Read This on a Plane by Paris-based novelist Jovana Fey. The book contains blah, 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 goes on to describe the offending passage and says she was released without charge. Not much of a story, but fantastic publicity.
Cool.
Cool indeed, yeah. Only I think today's youth would call it sick. Semantics aside, this is what we needed, Jovana.
What do you mean, we, Alec? You're no longer the publisher.
You're right. I'm just saying, as a friend, you should make the most of it. Because this, my dear, is what success feels like. This is what you've been working for your whole lifetime. So take a look around and breathe the air and soak up the moment.
Thank you, Alec. All the best. Okay, thanks.
Jovana, you've made it. I'm Nico.
Nice to meet you.
Have a koekske.
I met Harriet in a retro bar in Montreal. She said she had dental floss stuck in her teeth, but was enjoying the irony. She was a petite Australian with a pierced lip, green hair, and a tattoo of a walrus on her left buttock. When I asked whether she were a John Lennon fan, she said, "Not really, I just reckon walruses are cool." She played jokes whenever opportunity knocked, from burning my lips with weapons-grade ghost peppers to pretending to be a stranger on public transport before showing inappropriate levels of affection. Prior to my departure from a recent rendezvous, she scribbled a note in my journal. I went to read it, but she said to save it for the air. Mid-flight, I opened the page at the bookmark she'd placed. 5 words. My heart skipped a beat, and I slammed the pages together in a mad panic. Regaining my composure, if not my breath, I slowly opened the book for another look. There I saw it. There's a bomb on board. As I picture my new life in Guantanamo Bay, I finally understood the walrus tattoo. Tamed, they can perform tricks at SeaWorld, like this spectacle of a dainty green-haired nymph reading Bukowski while sipping bourbon in a windowless Montreal speakeasy. But turn your back, and you might find a tusk through your abdomen. Be thanked.
Ja, fantastische reactie. Dat vinden we heel gaaf hier in Maastricht. Well, great response there, Jovana. I think you really have some serious fans here in Maastricht. Any questions from the audience? Yes.
Hi, Jovana. Have you ever had a headbutt?
A what?
Every day and night I'm longing for your name.
What?
Hello, 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 hello.
Baby Sig, I can't hear you. What?
Okay, and now?
Ah, I can hear you. Finally. Wow. Hi.
Okay, I don't know if you got my last message, but I completely run out of money. Do we have anything in the bank? Some notes, stuff in the mattress even? I'm desperate.
Baby, I'm sorry. I did get your message. I've been ashamed to admit that I can't help you. And, Jovana, I need to provide for you better. I know that. I promise you, baby, I will. Okay, I'm gonna come through for you. When I open my restaurant, it will be a huge success and I will take care of everything.
Okay, Theo, save your breath, okay? I'm so fucking tired of this shit.
Oh, hello there. Calling me again in the wee hours of the morning?
I just ring to talk, if that's okay.
Yeah? Of course it's okay.
Okay, so are you all prepared for my reading?
Of course. Though my bookstore isn't big enough, so we're moving to another venue.
What? That's great news. I have to start charging an appearance fee.
Well, we're a small operation, but I can probably find a way to reward you.
Oh my god, it sounds rather suggestive.
I will neither confirm nor deny that intention. But you don't know what I look like, remember? I could be hideous.
You don't sound hideous.
A voice can be deceiving. I once spoke with a publisher's intern on the phone. She had a beautiful, chirpy voice, and I pictured her wearing a yellow summer dress and a white hair ribbon. When we met, she had dreadlocks and horns.
Horns?
She had implants under her skin.
Yuck!
But she spoke like the voiceover girl on a toothpaste commercial, and soon we'd share lemon tea without me even noticing.
And then she went home and carved a pentagram into a kitten's forehead.
Jovana,
Yes?
did you sleep with all those women?
If I did, would that make me a slut?
Maybe it's time we admit that everyone's a bit of a slut. But you're just a little sluttier.
Ooh, I'd slap your face if I had longer arms. I gave the jar to my client, Frederick, explaining explicitly that it's to be spread very thinly on toast with butter. But that gets lost in translation when I'm invited over for dinner. And Frederick's wife brings it out with the barbecue pork. She unscrews the jar, scoops a big Vegemite dollop onto her plate, and dabs the meat into it like dirty black mustard. I didn't want her to feel stupid, so I did the same, as did Frederick and the other guests. No one was eating this black sludge because they wanted to. We were all doing it for the sake of someone else. Sorry, I'm waffling.
No, not at all. I think it's a lovely story. It calls for a toast. So, here's for not doing things just to please others. There are not many left. Do you want to give them a link to the ebook?
Whatever you like. Sorry. Maybe we can get an intern to do the reading?
There are hungry hordes out there awaiting your wisdom.
I heard there's a water park with nice jacuzzis and stuff.
This has been fun.
Mulțumesc. Thank you so much. Chapter 67. Lorraine. I first met Lorraine at the frozen quiche section at the Huntington supermarket. And you know what? Let's get back to Lorraine in a minute, but first I want to say a few words. Whenever I do a reading, someone inevitably asks whether Don't Read This on a Plane is autobiographical. Did I sleep with 100 women? I've dodged the question in public and in private, tried to hold onto the mystique an unanswer generates, because mystique translates into sales, and I need to sell books to survive. But this whole charade has weighed me down, so I'm going to answer the question. Is Don't Read This on a Plane autobiographical? Yes. Absolutely. I have indeed slept with 100 or so women, and each one of the encounters in this book happened to me. I've changed the names and a few details, but the stories and feelings are all based on fact. And each one has shaped me. And you want to know something else? I've been on tour for a few weeks, and during that time, I slept with 2 more. Actually, make that 3. Okay, 4. My husband Theo and I have been married now for 10 years. Is he aware of my dalliances? Of course he is. In fact, he encourages them because he wants me to be fulfilled. But there is a caveat to this arrangement. He insists that my flings stay purely physical. He doesn't want me to be emotionally involved with any of these women, but see, I'm not sure that's possible. It's natural for me to feel something for every woman I'm with. Sometimes I can walk away, enjoy some lingering sensations over breakfast, and then think nothing more of it. Other times, I'm swept out my feet with a rush like a teenager's first love. Why am I sharing this now? From a marketing perspective, it's self-sabotage. I've ruined the mystique. You all know the truth. End of narrative. Maybe I've killed my cells. But if that's the price of peace of mind, so be it. Anyway, thank you for listening. Back to the frozen quiche. Mon amour, are you back on land?
Hey, honey, even better. I'm home.
What? Don't move.
Hey, baby. Look, I'm so sorry for what happened. I'm aware that most restaurants fail. I am, okay? I said to Raphael over there, I said, I must be fucking crazy to open yet another restaurant right in the heart of Paris. And he said to me, yes, Theo, you are crazy. But knowing you, not even a straight jacket will hold you back. You'll be dicing onions with a knife between your teeth.
It's true.
Regardless, as of tonight, we have officially survived 1 year in business. Woo! Thank you. And hey, we must be doing something right because there has not been a single case of food poisoning. I mean, wow. Now, as many of you know, I imagine this place is a cultural mecca. jazz, readings, and recitals. Granted, it has taken a while to get here, but ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to finally host Savory Notes #1. Woohoo! And I'm especially honored to introduce our first artiste, my beautiful wife. Or as you may know her, Theo's beautiful wife. She'll read from her story titled, They Didn't Know It Was Music. Over to you, baby.
Merci, mon amour. They didn't know it was music. Rest fever, Swedish. The restless race of the traveler's heart before the journey begins, when anxiety and anticipation are entangled. Chapter 1. As I packed my bags, my rest fever surged at full throttle, elevating the smallest decisions into epoch-making significance. The choice between sneakers or flats was lent gravity usually reserved for matters of national security, decisions deciding the fate of civilization. It was the Cuban Missile Crisis of comfortable footwear. My indecision was crippling. I needed a random determinant to unlock my subconscious. So I flipped a coin. Heads. I dig sneakers. Damn it, I wanted flats. Like a blind man who could finally see, I could now see what I truly desired. The coin was wrong, but I had to flip it to find out.
Where is this going, girl? Are you having fun? 'Cause I don't understand. I'm beginning to think you're fooling me because my peer to me. And you don't wanna say that for you just a game. But I don't wanna play. You used to be so kind, but now you're just obscene. How I just wanna say, don't worry, girl, you don't have to wake up. Don't worry, girl, I leave tonight. You were a special girl that I used to adore, but now you're making me feel down. You're like a rolling stone that I stopped to roll, and now you're nothing but a blonde. Oh no, no, no. Lost in your illusion, fade away. Every day I follow you, enamored in agony. Lost in your illusion, fade away. Every day I follow you. You're burning my effigy. Lost in your illusion, fade away. Every day I follow you. You're